Hey Connor,
AV.
I don't know if you know this, but as of today, May the 23rd, 2025, we are 7 days away from Elden Ring and Nightreign.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And this is a game that obviously was showcased a little bit and revealed, I think it was about 5 months ago at the Game Awards.
Yes.
To a lot of people's, I wouldn't say dismay, I don't think I'd call it dismay, but a lot of people's, they're cautious about it. Souls players don't know how to feel about it, Battle Royale people don't know how to feel about it. It's weird. But with that being said, all of the people who have done network tests and kind of played the game and gotten their hands on it have seemingly, like, most of it is positive, right? Apparently it is Elden Ring with a twist, a very big roguelite twist, but a twist nonetheless. Today I thought it would be fun to go through some of the overview trailers and kind of look at all the classes, and just kind of like see what we can see, right?
Okay.
So that's my idea today. I think we're gonna go for it. So the first thing we're going to start off with is Elden Ring Nightreign overview trailer. I don't know if there's gonna be commentary. Let me know if you need me to stop to kind of if you want to explain something or kind of voice an opinion.
Okay. So, what's the key? What's the code?
Yeah, pineapple. All right, let's do this. This is Elden Ring Nightreign overview trailer.
Hate those gargoyles. All right. Actually, there. I know we just started.
Yeah.
But pause it. So, something I do find interesting that I just thought of, and even going through our own little side content for Elden Ring. I'm sure there's like you said, the roguelike elements, and I'm sure there's like builds you can make, but like it's interesting that you can't just go into it and have a build that you're playing on, right? It's like it's predetermined characters, and I'm sure the items you get are gonna be random, and they have their own move set. So that mixed with like the bosses, right, which I'm sure will be very similar in their like resistances and sets. I do think that'll be a fresh sort of
Take on it, right?
take
Like,
on it.
yeah.
And it kind of ups the difficulty of which FromSoft is kind of known for, right?
And from what I've seen, from what people have said, the difficulty's there, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not even muted by the co-op aspect, which a lot of people were
No,
kind of worried about, right? Like a lot of people are like, oh well, it's gonna be too arcadey. I actually don't think it will be. I think it will be more of a I don't want to call it more strategic than that, but I think it will be in some ways. But let's see what we got.
yeah.
You must gain the strength to survive by moving swiftly and skillfully.
Okay, so I didn't actually know that aspect of it. So you are a level 1 character, meaning that you will be getting runes and you will be building a character.
Oh yeah, it's just there's a predetermined move set, and I believe predetermined like weapons and strengths and stuff, right?
Got you. Okay, that's interesting though. I didn't know that that was an aspect of it.
Yeah, and then there is the 3 days thing. It happens over the course of, so like it's almost like timed in a
Got
way.
you.
And you know what? Similar game that has a similar mechanic.
Ooh,
Raven's Watch,
gotcha.
where there's not only day and night cycles, but it is timed between like for the level, so you only have a certain amount of time to get what you need before you go and fight the boss.
Understood. Okay, cool.
As darkness blankets Limveld, the night's tide will begin to come.
So it looks like traversal is kind of amped up for sure, right? Like, I guess it has
Oh
to be
yeah.
with this sort of thing.
Like, part of me does miss Torrent, but like I don't think it's gonna be totally missed. And obviously, like, not everyone can have Torrent, I imagine, but you definitely have like the spirit wells and the and there's a gliding mechanic.
Got you. Okay.
Again, I think I'll kind of miss them because like these maps seem big, so I'm just hoping it's not too much of a slog to get through. Again, it seems like they do have means of getting around.
Yeah, and it
Um,
seems like it is definitely accelerated for sure. Like, I mean, it looks like there's a dedicated sprint in Nightreign, which is
Yeah.
most likely needed for this, right? Like,
Yeah,
it
I
looks
imagine.
like you need to make up a bunch of ground. And then obviously I think jumping is going to be a little bit probably boosted quite a bit actually.
I hate that. I don't. Is that wait? Is that new though? Was
Who?
that spider new, or is that from a Dark Souls?
I've never seen that spider in my life, and I don't want to see it ever again. Draconic Tree Sentinel.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Some of your allies may fall before their mighty attacks, but this isn't the end. Critically injured allies can rejoin the fight if you attack them using your skill.
Okay, that's... I actually like that, not gonna lie. It doesn't interrupt
Yeah.
the flow instead of you stopping and, like...
Yeah, no, you
holding.
just need to beat the shit out of your friend on the floor.
That and it is funny.
Oh, okay, so you could do it with magic.
So this is actually the part I'm kind of
Iffy about.
interested in, right?
Oh,
no,
gotcha.
no, not iffy. I'm interested.
Oh, gotcha,
It-
okay.
it-
Possesses
Yeah,
different weapons and unique passive abilities, skills, and ultimate arts. Wilder, a knight proficient in a wide range of melee weapons. Can throw grappling hooks to pull enemies, or swiftly
Alright, that's
close
kinda sick.
distances. You can also launch explosive iron spikes that deal a powerful blow to any enemy. Guardian, a warrior equipped with a massive
First.
shield, excels in defense. Their skill, Whirlwind, can lift enemies off their feet and deflect arrows.
Oh,
Their art, Wings of Salvation, repels approaching enemies and deploys a magic circle to save allies from dire situations.
I might be playing him.
After attacking, she
It
can
might
use
be-
the skill Reset.
Did you see what I saw?
Yeah, I did. I think I did.
That hunter movement, though.
Yeah, I know. That's...
Use
There it is. Wait.
After attacking,
Woo!
she can use the skill Restage to reenact what just happened
Yeah, I mean, if it is anything like Bloodborne, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
and deal damage again.
But that's who I'm gonna have to. Okay, so you get some frame armor.
You have an uninterruptible fucking... That's crazy. What?
Alright, that,
Yeah, I'm interested in that. That's kind of sick, actually.
that's...
Wait, they didn't talk about the other dude.
You know, and they're not talking about whoever this lady is.
Is that a boss? That's crazy, dude. They have a fucking target range.
I love it.
Oh, look at him.
It's great.
Hello?
Some costumes might even look.
Oh, they weren't pulling any fucking punches, huh?
No.
They weren't pulling any fucking punches, huh?
Oh wait, why do you get the Bloodborne skin? You didn't see that? Look, it's Bloodborne.
I suppose... Yeah, I suppose it is, yeah.
Well, these are
Also,
all
Bird gets to be
references to-
Sun Knight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are all references. Okay, so pause. So this is actually the part I was most worried about. Okay, so like gameplay, it might be solid, might be a fun game to play, but something that FromSoft has in spades is their lore. Now, not everyone's a fan of like the way the stories are told, right? 'Cause it's
Mhm.
all very this and that. But it's already been established that like basically bad guys, like bosses, all sorts of other characters from all their other properties are gonna be in this game, and I just hope that they explain it well.
You kind of want there to be a reason why they're here.
So here's the thing, I'd be fine if there wasn't. If they were just like, oh, we're just having fun with it, but it's already been kind of established that they have made lore and that they are going to explain it.
Well, I mean, they've obviously done so because these backgrounds and these classes are, and I've actually heard this somewhere else. They haven't mentioned in the video yet, and I think they're about to. But these classes have individual quests that you can choose to do or just not choose to do. And like when you go out into the world, you can do a certain thing as a character. And kind of gain, like they're saying, the fragments of lost memory. So
so-
I think that's a really cool aspect of it, but I do agree with you. I think they should explain their lore a little bit.
And again, for me, it's like if it's one of those things where like if it was on their own, like, you know, okay, but like this is a good way to put the lore, but they made it clear that it's not. It's Elden. It's
Yeah.
Dark Souls. They have other things, and like just fucking Margit shows up, and
Mhm.
and the end boss for like fucking Dark Souls 3 shows up, and it's like I want it to be good. I'm just afraid that like how do you explain that, right? I don't see the big picture
Yeah.
just
But,
yet.
But I also think that we're not going to we're not gonna even see a picture until we fucking play it, right?
But yeah,
So
you are absolutely right. But that is like my one concern, because everything else I actually don't have much of an issue with. It just seems like a fun, like, cameo sort of thing, right?
that's kind of what I'm looking at it as almost, but yes, I
But it's
absolutely
clear they have
agree.
something more planned,
Because I
though.
think they're expanding on Elden Ring's lore, which is cool. That's fine. And I don't necessarily think that having the bosses from the other games are gonna tarnish that. But yeah, I would also have to get my hands on it to really make a judgment call.
Yes.
But let's see what they say about yeah.
So yeah, but real quick though, because like I do find it interesting, because it's what's the place called?
Limveld.
Yeah, so like Veld, kind of insinuating like, and I might be getting this wrong, but like I think it insinuates like, oh, there's like a veil, right? It's like it's Limgrave, but it's somewhere else, and like
I
it's
could see
clear
that.
to me that they're playing with alternate dimension stuff.
Yeah,
or,
I
like,
can
alternate
see
timeline
that.
things, and alternate timeline things are both cool, but like they make
And also they could all it's so crazy because they could play upon Dark Souls in the way that of the Eternal Flames and all of that too. Like they could use that as an excuse of why the landscape is getting darker and being consumed by the night, right? So they have a few ways they can go, but at the end of the at the end of the day, they could also go, yeah, it means nothing. Have fun.
Conversations with other Nightfarers or residents of the Round Table hold might reveal new objectives.
So that right there, it seems like they are actually keeping true to that formula of progression for when like you do a certain amount and you play a certain amount of games, you go back to the Round Table hold, you speak to that person, and they have new dialogue. Like that's kind of cool. Because they're sticking to that, which I like.
And here
The
are the
Night Lords are
bosses.
ultimate threat. Waiting for players on the third day in Limbo. The Nightfarers are the only warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration. Battling a Night Lord, a being that boasts overwhelming attack power and toughness, will be more challenging.
A lot of these are original, some of them are not.
It's kind of crazy that the bow build seems viable. I think they might have done that to spite the community.
The other thing is this boss particular. It's not quite the dragon from Dark Souls. I can't remember what it's called. 1 second. I forget the name of the boss, but like it's a dragon and it's got like an open stomach thing with a bunch of teeth in it. I'm having a hard time remembering the name of the boss. It's a freaky boss, and it took me a couple tries to beat him when I was playing Dark Souls. And this reminds me of it, but it's not quite the same. So it feels almost more like homage-y than like the actual.
Gotcha. It seems like they're kind of blending things, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Estelle. Interesting. That's kind of cool.
Oh man, it is like literally around the corner. I know you said 7 days.
Yeah, like it's on the 30th. That's next Friday. I am cautiously optimistic about Nightreign. It's interesting enough to the point where it's almost like not an obligation, but like okay, I have to see what this is about.
I'm actually coming out of this more optimistic than I was. It seems like a fun game. I'm just I think the part getting me most is like the lore and the story stuff. Otherwise, though, it actually seems like a fun game. I think part of me wishes that it wasn't entirely Elden Ring, but like I think it's there. I think it'll be a good game. I think there's a lot of room for a lot of different strategies. I think overall just be a fun experience, honestly.
And I mean, from what I remember, for $40, this is quite a bit. Like they're not asking $70 for this experience. They're asking $40, which is I think reasonable. I think some people will look at that $40 price tag and be like, well, it's just Elden Ring. Yeah, but I do believe it's different enough to constitute that price tag. I mean,
and to a point, it does speak for the them reusing a lot of the assets and them being able to make it cheaper. So I guess that's the question. Would people prefer a completely new gamble with like a completely new IP for them to make this game, or are they gonna just be happy with what they're getting?
I think this is
And that being a new way to play Elden Ring when you get down to it.
I do agree that this is the safest option to do that with. Like for FromSoft to pull this idea off, I almost think it has to be Elden Ring.
Yeah, because it's probably their most popular FromSoft game to date.
Yeah, I would wager that.
It's FromSoft formula all day long, so it does make sense. I see where they're coming from with it.
Yeah.
I just hope that it's good and the gamble pays off, because I can see it if this works out really well and it gets enough of a following that they'll make another game like this that isn't necessarily Elden Ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can definitely see it.
And I also see that this is definitely an in-between game, because I mean you have a Switch console exclusive FromSoft game coming out.
Yeah, for Duskbloods.
And I feel like this is probably their best in-between game that they could probably do, which I think I can speak for both of us. We'll be covering this game and probably Duskbloods. Like I feel like,
yeah, no, we definitely will.
Yeah, like
I don't know when, but I'm getting a Switch 2 at some point at least.
Like our channel is a lot of things, but this is kind of what it was built around, so I don't see why we wouldn't.
At least a video, right?
Yeah, like I think Nightreign is going to be most likely a few streams and probably a few videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then obviously when Duskbloods comes out, we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll have to see.
But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap us up here for now. I mean, like I said, cautiously optimistic about this game. Definitely going to give it a try. We're probably gonna play day one. It's yeah. I mean, any closing thoughts, Connor?
I think it'll be a fun time as a FromSoft fan. I just hope they maintain the quality, if that makes sense.
Makes 100% sense, and I agree.
But I think it's gonna be fun.
I do think it will be fun.
If I think, and you look, I can be totally wrong on this, but I think if you approach it as just you're gonna go have fun, I think that's what you'll get. But FromSoft fans have a tendency of looking for other things. That makes sense. But at the same time, gameplay is important to them too. So
of course,
I think if the gameplay is solid enough, I think it'll get a good following. I'm actually more excited now to play it, I think.
Me as well. But yeah, that's gonna wrap us up here for today. We appreciate you guys for watching. If you did enjoy what we're doing, please consider subscribing, maybe liking the video, telling a friend. But yeah, with that said, we will see you.
Also, small plug, go look at the Oblivion playthrough. We're pretty proud of that one.
We are pretty proud of it, and stay tuned because there will be a continuation. But yeah, we will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.